Welcome to episode 27, my bad, of Speak On It, the Malcolm Jenkins episode.
I like Malcolm Jenkins.
Yeah, I don't know anyone else who's worn 27 over the course of their career. Let's see. We do this every week. One day I will come prepared. David Ortiz. Okay, I can go with that. Mike Trout, even though if Mike Trout walked into a room right now, I would not know who he is.
Ooh.
But I'll take it.
Eddie George.
Yeah. This is the Eddie George episode. That's it. This is the Eddie George episode. I am your host, Danny Ocean, as always, joined by the smoothest man on the planet, Losty Mix. How you living, baby?
Hey, man. You already know when you see this Nas fade, it can only be one brother, the good brother, Los D Mix. It's a pleasure to be here with you, my man, Danny Ocean. We got us some things to talk about today. It's kind of a stacked agenda today.
Yeah, we even threw in an extra question because there's so much fire to talk about. So, as always, this show is brought to you by goingfor2.com. Head over to goingfor2.com for all your fantasy needs. Football is here. We're back. We're going to preseason is in the books. We're going to talk about that. We're going to continue our divisional breakdowns as we get closer to week one kickoff. Tonight is the AFC West. We're going to talk a little basketball. And you, my friend, have a crazy-ass theory about sharks and camels. So I kind of want to speak to this because I need to hear this.
Hey, man. I'm okay. We're going to get into it later. But what I'm saying is I'm not wrong in what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying you're wrong either, bro. When you sent this to me earlier today, and I was like, all right, you love to see it. Let's get started. So we're gonna start off in basketball, and this one's kind of a bit of a touchy subject for our man Jalen Green, who recently came out and said that while he did want to go number one overall in this year's draft, he didn't want to go to Detroit because it reminded him of the G League bubble in Orlando. The disrespect. D, do you think Pistons fans have a reason to be salty, or do you think this is kind of funny?
All right, Pistons fans, I want y'all to know I fuck with Detroit. I ain't got no beef with Detroit. I love 42 Doug. I love Big Sean. This is funny as hell. My man was like, yo, being the number one overall pick, that would be awesome. I just don't know if the Honeys are in Detroit, respectfully speaking.
It always comes back to the Honeys.
He said he went up to Detroit for a visit, saw them Honeys, and was like, nah, this ain't what I meant by the Motor City. This ain't it. Hey, he was like, then he saw who had the number 2 pick. He said, Houston with them Stallions? Yeah, he said, I want to be number 1, but he had his fingers crossed behind his back. Okay. All right. Detroit. I want you to know I fucks with Detroit, though. Like, shout out to the Pistons and Kay Cunningham. I mean, I ain't got no beef with the Lions. Shout out to the Lions, right?
No. But I'm going to give Jalen the benefit of the doubt and say that this answer was wrapped around the fact that he did not want to spend his winters in Detroit, which is fair because who's signing up to do that? It's certainly not me. I've been to Detroit before, and it was spring, and I was still wearing the peacoat. Like, I can't imagine what life is like in December in Detroit. It's funny. Like, this is funny.
Nah, my man saw the Detroit Honeys and was like, nah, this ain't cutting the bacon.
I mean, yeah. I'm trying to be respectful
to my Detroit ladies out here, because Detroit has some baddies, but we talk about
know because they're wearing furs 8 months out of the year.
But I'm saying when we compare it to Houston,
Drake said
there in Canada. Shout out to Kyle. Hey, Kyle, you got to come down and live down in some of these southern states where the snow is just a little bit lighter and that heat. So it's a little bit moisture out here. It gets a little bit humid. That's all I'm saying. Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. What was it like your first time in Florida? Like, and for a week getting adjusted to that humidity?
Dog, the hair I did have.
You just walk outside and just start sweating. Just be like, yo, I ain't even really that hot, but I'm sweating.
So as a man who was fat and hairy, I sweat anyway. So it was just another day on planet Earth for me.
Yo. No, you're not up here revealing that you a Sasquatch in real life.
Hey, dog, you ain't shit.
Nah, come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, that might be the meanest thing someone has ever said to me in like 10 years.
Nah, you said nah, chill. Yo.
Why I gotta be a Sasquatch? Why couldn't I just be fat and hairy?
Yo, I couldn't think of any other like animal that came into or beast that came. See, what if I would have said Chewbacca? That would have been that would have been a little bit more of a gut punch because you know the visual. I'm saying Chewbacca don't even speak words. We don't know that Sasquatch don't speak.
Man, let's talk about some football. Let's talk about week 1 of preseason. So week 1's in the books of preseason, that is.
Oh my goodness.
What things have you seen that you like? And what are some things that you've seen that concern you?
Let me start with things that are concerning me. And maybe it's because I've been watching Hard Knocks a little bit. But Dak Prescott, I'm a little worried. Maybe it's because I was watching Hard Knocks, so he just randomly. Well, I'm not gonna say randomly. He starts reaching for his shoulder, not reaching for his shoulder, but complaining that his shoulder was giving him some trouble. And I thought it was like a TV thing. Obviously, he hasn't really been in there throwing since the end of July. Hey man, the Cowboys go as Dak goes because we saw what the offense looks like last year with no Dak. So that's what I'm concerned about. Some things that I did like, I don't know why, but I was kind of tuned into that Patriots Washington football team preseason game last week. One of the few games I watched, obviously Jordan Love. I like the way he looked before, maybe he nicked up a shoulder a little bit, but I thought he looked decent out there. But back to this Patriots Washington football team game. First off, Chase Young, he's a beast. He's a beast. Remember what we were saying, division MVP?
Yes.
He different. And then obviously the Patriots offense. Look, I think it's hard for me to look, man. I know we were both up here saying Cam Newton breakout year, but that Mac Jones, he was delivering it and he was slinging it right on time. Again, it's the preseason. I don't want to get too hyped up. I just need to see, give me a little bit more Cam. I still got a lot of faith in Cam, so I believe he's still going to be the week 1 starter. But hey, Mac Jones is doing what they're asking him to do.
A funny story. The Eagles and the Patriots are having joint practices this week. Today was practice 2 of 2. And Kyle, thank you for spitting these bars in the chat. Greatly appreciate it. And apparently the second string safety for the Eagles, Kayvon Wallace, was watching Cam throw and was just calling him the check down king. Like, was just being blatantly disrespectful because Cam wasn't pushing the ball down the field. And apparently doing one rep, Cam dropped back, then he screams, look at the running back. And sure enough, Cam just threw it to the running back. I'm really concerned about Cam. Cam, you can't be washed, man. You're still our hero. And you're not ready for them hard ERs in Boston.
Do you think Yo, do you think the shoulder injury from prior is a little bit worse than we maybe came to believe?
It may be, but I mean, we've seen quarterbacks who play that style, fall apart at the end. And this might just be the end of Cam Newton. It might be a hard pill that we have to swallow. But I'm not swallowing that pill, pause, until I absolutely have to.
Hey, I ain't saying that. You got it. You got it.
But
I want to see how things continue to progress in this preseason. Obviously, the check down part, it's a little concerning, but I think once we are able to see him in more, live reps, that can be the real best monitor or really the best judge. I think, maybe if we get into week 1 and 2 and you're seeing, he's more of a check down Charlie, just dumping it off. And then maybe they get Mac Jones a little bit of run, maybe in a game that's maybe gotten away from him, and he begins to really hit on time targets, maybe further down the field. Now you're talking. Now I'm concerned because it's like there's a clear difference, and maybe that's the difference that I was seeing in the preseason game against Washington. That I was like, I kind of like when Mac Jones is out there. Like, if he gets some solid time, he might be decent.
When do we say Mac
field position players too?
Absolutely. Question: when do we start saying Mac Jones' name like we say Mike Jones' name? Will we ever get there? Will he ever reach that status where we say Mac Jones? No.
Maybe if he played for the Texans, but he's playing in Boston. They might say Matthew Jones. They might put some little umph on it. Matthew Jones.
I tried. I do my best. I will say one thing that I love from this preseason. I had a few of them. Dog, Trey Lance got the juice. That boy, Jimmy G, at least you got to play in the Super Bowl, my guy. You ain't touching the field week 1 at all. Like, it's a wrap.
Yeah, you think Trey Lance is going to be week 1 starter?
How can he not be?
Because Jimmy G's still there, and
that boy Trey Lance got the juice. Like I said, Jimmy G.
But see, don't you think we always do this? We get real uppity about the preseason, and the regular season comes around, and then you're like, "Oh, maybe we should take him out. Maybe they ain't quite ready yet."
That man ran a bootleg to his left, not his life, planted his feet and threw that joint like nothing, 80 yards down the field for a touchdown. That's all I need to see. Show me Jimmy G to make that play.
Hey, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm also saying we also have to remember it is the preseason.
That's true. I'm just excited.
Now, when we get to the regular season, then we're getting some real defensive game plans and calls, and then he's still making those plays. Then I'm gonna be like, oh, they may have got a steal right there at that pick.
Did you watch? I watched a little bit of the Bears game, and I still can't believe the Falcons look at Justin Fields and was like, "Nah, we good over here. We're gonna hang out with Matt Ryan."
Justin Fields doesn't look bad, man. It's gonna be an interesting division once it's him and Jordan Love in there battling it out on Sundays. But
like I said, how you gonna skip over Kirk Cousins like that?
Y'all see what he's doing? Kirk Cousins? Why are you doing this, man? Why are you doing this?
He's going to be the best quarterback in the division when Aaron Rodgers retires.
Let's talk about the QBs in your division, sir.
Hey,
Daniel Jones.
Jalen is dealing right now.
Okay. Dealing what?
Jalen's QB1.
Of the division?
No, Dak is QB1 in the division. Okay. Jalen's QB2. I don't want to be disrespectful. He is.
We sure?
Positive. Like, it's Dak. There's a gap, Jalen. Then there's a valley and like 7 gaps. Then it's Fitzpatrick. And then there's a space between hell and earth.
Is Fitzpatrick not better than Jalen Hurts?
No, he's not.
We sure?
We positive.
Okay.
We positive.
Okay.
Did you see, we're going to talk about the Chargers later, but did you see that clip of Rashawn Slater like mauling some dude on the defensive line? Nah. That was my last one. I saw this, like it's, I forgot, was it Baldy? It was like national breakdowns. It might have been, but dog, like Rashawn got off the line, like hit him at an angle and like threw that man to the secondary.
Yeah, what do you think of this new taunting penalty for one, and the new penalty on not being able to go low outside of like, what was it, 10, 15 yards downfield?
I like the low. Can't go low. Okay. I mean, wait. You can't tackle below the knees. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Like on screens when the offensive linemen go downfield.
That's a great rule. I don't mind that rule at all. But taunting, listen, man, I'm gonna tell you right now. If I carry a 300 plus pound man on my back 6 yards, he gonna hear about it when the whistle blow. You ain't got to worry about that. He'll keep you down.
He gonna hear your wrath. He gonna hear your wrath.
If I drag another human being 5-6 yards, I don't care what the ref say. He gonna hear me.
Yo, you gonna be talking your shit, huh?
All the time. If I burn dude, if I moss a dude, I don't care what the ref say. He gonna hear me.
So this is my thing. What are you supposed to do as a NFL player when you make a crazy one-handed catch for a touchdown?
You're supposed to be like Barry Sanders and hand it to the ref. You're supposed to be
Nah. Get you. That's why I'm glad they brought back the dancing. If you're gonna allow them to dance, you might as well allow them to taunt. So I'm guessing. Right. So when I saw the video when they sent out the video for each team of what a taunting penalty is, it's like if you make a play, like say you get the first down, a hard first down, and you get up and you looking at them with the arms up, like you flexing on them. They might throw a flag on that as taunting.
Like, why? Why are you taking the fun out of the game?
Big bang, take little bang. Step your weight up,
Yeah. Man, if I can't taunt someone, why am I here?
Like that's like them taunting Cam for getting the first down and hitting him with the dab real quick. Come on, man.
It's showmanship. It's a beautiful thing.
Hey.
But I will say, if it eliminates corners and safeties celebrating an incomplete pass they had nothing to do with, I might be on board. Because that's the most annoying thing.
Nah, nothing be funnier. Yo, that corner, that ball be 20 yards overthrown, corners over here like, yeah, luck this month up. It's my island. Don't throw it over this way. I'm like, yo, are you
like, dog, their quarterback is Drew Lock. What do you expect?
Yeah, Mitch Trubisky overthrowing the football, bro. I don't know who that. We don't know who he was throwing to. Like an owl. Who you throwing to? Who is you throwing to? Shit. No. All love to Mitch Trubisky though. I miss you at QB for the Bears, Mitch, already.
Oh no, the Bears are. I did watch again. I was watching that Bears thing, and I think Khalil Mack breakout year. We'll talk about that when we talk with the AFC North. But Khalil Mack,
NFC North, and it's the NFC North.
I'm sorry, my apologies. The NFC North, Khalil Mack. We're gonna stay in the NFC though.
I mean, he really never went away.
No, he didn't. I do feel bad for him though. Like he did all that to get out of Oakland, only to be paired with Mitch Trubisky.
And wasted about 3 years of his career.
With Mitch Trubisky. Now you gotta wait 3 years for Justin Fields to get up to speed.
It's tough out here in these streets.
Let's stick in the NFC and let's talk about the Atlanta Falcons. So the Falcons are the first team in the NFL that is 100% vaccinated. Do you think this is an eventful trend for the other remaining 31 teams, or do you think this is an uphill battle for the league to get 100% vaccinations across the board?
Cole Beasley still in the league?
As of 8/17/2021, yes.
And there are plenty of Cole Beasleys walking around. I think this is going to be an uphill battle to get to 100% vaccination, only because I think there are already – I think there's just – you're just going to always have that constituency of people who are just like, I don't really believe. And I think that's just where we are, you know what I'm saying? You're just not going to get anyone to fully commit. Now, with this incentive of maybe forfeiting games if there's an outbreak and someone doesn't want to get, someone doesn't want to get the vaccine, I think that does. I mean, I think that does factor in. So I think they can get close to 100%. But I think it would have to take someone forfeiting a game. Like, I think someone's going to have to bite the bullet and lose a game because of an outbreak, and then everyone else is going to be like, okay, we don't want to be them. You know what I'm saying?
This might be the shortest answer I have of the night. Y'all watch the news. Y'all be on Twitter. Y'all know the answer.
Hey, baby, what?
Y'all watch the news. Do you live in America? Y'all be on Twitter.
Y'all, come on, man. You watch the damn news. You see what's going on out here, man.
Like, you ain't even got to watch the news. Go to the grocery store.
Man.
Take your dog on a walk.
Oh. Yo, what happened if they go in the grocery store? What happened if they go in the grocery store? Hey, he said go in the grocery store. This question to be answered for you. You'll know. We ain't never
the answer for you. Get out of the parking lot.
Hey, you think aliens gonna land or we gonna get to 100% vaccinated?
Hey man, tell them cats from Mars I come in peace. I ain't got no beef. I'm just trying to retire.
Hey, Thanos touching down before everyone get vaccinated.
As long as I'm on the right side of his rank.
He gonna have all the infinity rings.
Yo, he gonna come in just
infinity rings. We ain't ever getting vaccinated. Hey, shout out to everyone out here who don't want to get vaccinated because that's your free will. All I'm saying is eventually we got to get 100% vaccinated. Oh, the AFC West. The AFC West.
Yeah, let's talk about the AFC West. All right. So each week you and I have been going division by division.
And are we halfway done? Are we about halfway done?
Well over halfway done. This is the second half. We've done the AFC and NFC South and the AFC and the NFC East.
Okay.
So now we're going west. So we're going to give each team's record, which is going to include the division winners, our biggest storyline, breakout players, and any other notes that we want to talk about. So D, who are your team? What are your rankings from worst to best in the AFC West?
All right. So AFC West, starting from the bottom, I got the Denver Broncos. I think they go around 5-11. I think they're still trying to figure out this QB situation with Drew Lock. I think they're gonna have some pieces out there with Jerry Jeudy and company, Noah Fant, Cortland Sutton's getting back. So I think they're gonna have some pieces, especially for you fantasy lovers out there. I think they're gonna have some pieces. I just think they're gonna struggle at the QB position. Third in the division, I got the Las Vegas Raiders finishing around 7-9. Then they're gonna go 3-3 in the division. I see them getting out to a decent start. And I think they just lose a little bit of steam and then they maybe start to pick up towards the end, but they're just gonna lose a couple games that maybe they shouldn't to kind of get them over there. But I got them being 7-9. I don't think Gruden's gonna be in hot water at the end of the season, but I think if he at least doesn't have them in somewhat playoff position at some point in the season, I think it's gonna get a little tricky for him down the road. Just saying. Finishing second in division and actually getting the last playoff spot is the Los Angeles Chargers. I got them going 10-7, 4-2 in the division. I think they just take a step with new coach. Obviously, with Justin Herbert, they still got some incredible offensive pieces. Hopefully, they get a little bit healthier on the defensive end. But I think they're right there with Kansas City, who I have finishing fourth overall in the AFC at 11-6 with a 4-2 record. I just think the Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid connection continues to do what they've been doing. And I like him to just to finish one game ahead of the Chargers, but I think it's a up-and-hill battle with them too. I think they end up splitting the season series. And then I think I'll just go when I think of the biggest storylines. I'm gonna say how the gap between the Chargers and the Chiefs is closer than we thought last year.
Okay. So, again, this might be the easiest division in all of football. I think you and I agree on the order. I have the records a little bit different. I have the Broncos finishing last at 2-15.
God damn.
I think they go.
Hey, you only got the professional football team only winning 2 games in that 17-game season. Come on, defend yourself.
Now, that is no disrespect to Jerry Jeudy because I watched some of that Minnesota game, and Jerry is like that. I actually got him in fantasy. I just think they lose a bunch of close games. Like, do you trust Drew Lock leading you on a fourth quarter game-winning or game-tying drive? Like, I'm not saying they're going to lose every week by 2 touchdowns. I just think they're going to lose a lot of close games because Drew Lock is their quarterback. I don't have much faith in Drew.
But what if on the flip side, they actually win some close games? Because I do think Drew Lock is a good enough quarterback that he could, as much as we're giving him credit for losing some games, I also believe he has some potential to maybe win some games as well.
This is also part of my bigger plan for when your boy leaves next year. The table will be set for him in Denver. I'm sorry. That's just a thought. In third,
why does everyone want Aaron Rodgers to leave so badly?
Because Aaron Rodgers wants to leave badly.
Well, he also came back though.
Yeah, for now. Well, we'll talk about. I got plenty of ammo for Aaron Rodgers.
Oh man!
At a later time, not a bad ammo. I love Aaron Rodgers. I want Aaron Rodgers as my fantasy quarterback in your league, so you can watch me dominate with your boy. That's another.
That's crazy. Who had him last year?
I didn't have him last year. You gonna draft him?
Yeah,
come on. He gonna be playing for Slim Charles.
Yo, my quarterbacks last year was Aaron Rodgers and Lamar Jackson.
So you were hoarding. Some dude was out there playing with Drew Lock, and you sitting on Lamar.
Hey man, you ain't gotta talk about fantasy, but just know I lost Saquon early and still had the number 1 overall seed and lost in the semis. I was disappointed, but was not too disappointed how my season turned out because I still was a good manager. I'm just saying.
I'll be there this year. Don't worry about it. In third, I have the Raiders as well. I have them 6-11, 2-4 in the division. I'm with you. I don't think John Gruden is in hot water yet. But I do think this is the last time we see Derek Carr in a Raiders uniform. I think John's been trying to find a way to get rid of Derek Carr since he got there. And I think he finally does it this year. I have the Chargers as the 7th seed too. I'm very excited about this Chargers team. I have them 9-8, but I have them 5-1 in the division. I think they split with the Chiefs, sweep the Raiders, and sweep the Broncos. And then number 1, I have the Chiefs 13-4. The 3 seed overall and 4-2 in the division. My biggest storylines, I had 3, is can the Chiefs continue to be as dominant as they've been for the past 3 years? I'm excited to see year 2 of Justin Herbert. I drafted him in one league last year as a flyer, as a shout out to my brother-in-law, and I found myself in the championship game. So thank you, Justin. I didn't win, but Justin got me there. And then the last thing, like I said, Derek Carr's last ride as a Raider. That's it.
You think so?
Yeah. Did you watch Hard Knocks last year with the Raiders?
I watched a little bit of it.
John Gruden does not like Derek Carr at all.
Okay, when you say he doesn't like him at all, like
as a quarterback, not as a person.
Like been looking at trying to replace him.
I think John's been trying to replace him since he got to Vegas.
Damn.
That's what Gruden does. He comes in and he gets rid of the quarterback.
And is this the last year of Derek Carr's current contract?
I don't know. I just know John Gruden can't keep wasting this 10 years on Derek Carr. No offense to Derek Carr, because Derek Carr, I like Derek Carr.
I like what Kyle said in the chat too. So Kyle in the chat said, I agree with our order. Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders, Broncos basically follows the QB play. Yes. Yeah. And I think, honestly, if the Chargers really are able to close the gap between themselves and the Chiefs, I mean, the Chargers could win a lot of close games that they normally would lose. I mean, like, literally. A lot of these, the Chargers could have easily been like a 13-3 team last year if a few games would have went their way. That's how weird that team is, don't you think?
Yeah. They always have like wonky seasons. And yes, after this season, it looks like the Raiders can get rid of Derek Carr with no dead cap. So yeah. This is the last ride for Derek Carr.
Watch Derek Carr come out here and do something crazy and have like a crazy season. Then they're stuck there. Then you're stuck there having to talk to. Okay, Kyle said Carr has 2 years left on his contract, 0 guaranteed in 2022. Okay, yeah.
This is it for Derek, and that's okay.
But I'm saying, imagine he comes out and has a crazy year, and then they're sitting there looking at him like, do we do this again?
Yeah. And to Tal's point, they could have cut him this year, but I don't think there was anything better out there. I think next year you're going to have, 3 or 4 guys that you can draft at QB. You're going to have whatever happens with Aaron Rodgers. Apparently, there are whispers that Russell Wilson isn't happy. There will be some clarity on Deshaun Watson if the Raiders decide to go that route. Like there might be more options out there that are better.
He's still practicing.
Is he, or is he just standing there? Because every picture I see, he's just kind of standing there.
That's a good point. Who do you have as your breakout player?
This guy has been one of my favorite players since he came in the league, but he's always hurt. Hopefully he stays healthy. Derwin James, safety for the Chargers. When he's played, he has been an all-pro safety, but he can't stay healthy. If he is in the back end, you have Joey Bosa getting constant pressure. Like you said, this Chargers team can make some noise, some real noise, not that fake noise.
Explain the difference again.
So real noise to me is when people say, oh, they can make some noise. They usually mean, oh, they can have a winning record and lose in the first round. I'm talking about the Chargers can make some noise and win a round or two. And it can be this year's Bills team.
Okay. I think a breakout player, I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to say Henry Ruggs from the Las Vegas Raiders.
Ooh.
I think I just got this crazy feeling that in the last year of his contract, Derek Carr is going to have a sneaky, very good year and put himself and John Gruden in an interesting situation where I think management is going to think about wanting to keep him around, and John Gruden's like, nah, get him the hell out of my backfield. And I think a large part of it is because Henry Ruggs take that sophomore step, and I think speed wise he's a hard cover, so. The Raiders when healthy, they can put up some numbers.
I have a feeling that this season is going to be the season of the Alabama wide receiver.
I would hope so. They got so many in the league. You damn Nick Saban.
Hey, Nick Saban, that dude. I did see again. I was watching Bears Dolphins, and Jalen Waddle had a kick return. He looks real smooth, man. You got him, Devontae, Henry Ruggs. Who am I missing?
Devontae who?
Devontae. Don't be
Devontae Smith. Devontae.
Don't do that.
I thought you said Devontae. I said not Devontae Adams.
Oh, it's Devontae Smith. I've been mispronouncing his name this whole time.
Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith. It's Jalen, Devontae, Henry,
Julio,
Jerry Jeudy. Who?
Julio, Amari Cooper.
Julio, Amari Cooper. Yeah, like this is going to be a year for Alabama receivers.
That would be wild.
So Kyle said that a couple of former Packers offensive linemen, apparently they went to the Chargers and they could take the next step. I'm here for it, man. I know in the fantasy community, the world is split on Austin Eckler, but he's good enough. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams.
Split on Austin Eckler?
I don't know, man. You have to ask the fantasy streets.
When healthy, he gives people the business. He's like sneaky.
You got to ask these fantasy streets, man. I don't know. I know if he's on the board at like round 5, he coming home. He coming to play for Slim Charles.
Nah, he going first round.
First round?
In the leagues I've been seeing, he's been going first round. In the mock drafts I've been participating in, he's been.
You do a lot of mock drafts. I've done none. I need to get on.
We're not here to talk fantasy.
Do you have anything else for the AFC West?
I'm going to go with my division MVP.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I missed that. Who was your division MVP?
No, this was the only thing I had left to add. I think my division MVP, believe it or not, Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
I think he has another crazy year. I think obviously you match that up with another with another Patrick Mahomes, 45-ish touchdowns, and they're cooking with Crisco again. I think a sneaky player to watch though, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Maybe.
Hopefully, because he burned me last year. I don't care how that sounds.
No pause, nothing.
No.
Yeah, look at Kyle. See, that's what I thought, Kyle.
I think Eckler is probably going to go in the first round of most 1 QB leagues. Yeah, Kyle, you're probably right. Because
that's where
I
he was
haven't done
going.
many mock drafts.
Every mock drafts I've done, that's where he was going. But that's all I have in the AFC West. I think me and you, I think we, like a lot of people, are seeing that this is the Chiefs and then the Chargers, and then who knows about the Raiders and the Broncos. But the Raiders and the Broncos could be one of those teams also who just sneaks out of here and has like a 10-7 season that makes the playoffs.
That'd be cool.
It would.
My
be cool.
MVP, of course, is Patrick Mahomes. Until proven otherwise, it's Mahomes.
What about Von Miller? What if he comes back and has a crazy year?
I've been really hopeful that Von Miller comes back and has a crazy year, because last year for Von sucked. So I kind of hope he gets to bounce back and have a good year. That'd be cool.
What'd you think about Tim Tebow's release?
What'd I tell y'all? What'd I tell y'all? I didn't need to see him whiff on that block to let you know he was. I didn't need to see that. What did I tell you? The Make-A-Wish dream is over.
What you didn't need to see what?
I didn't need to see him whiff on those 2 blocks to know he wasn't an NFL tight end.
You already knew what time it was. Oh,
what has he done over the course of his career that made y'all think he was going to make it as a tight end in the NFL?
He beat the Steelers in the playoffs, man.
Dog, you know what? One of my homeboys texted me that today. And if I see him, it's going to be a problem. I'm so sick. That man threw like a 12-yard slant. No, was it a slant or was it a post?
Slant to go.
That man, let it go. It's over. And luckily for Tim, he gets to go back to the SEC network, to his cushy analyst job. Dog, just enjoy it. Enjoy your TV time, because you got a 20-year career ahead of you doing TV.
He might decide he want to be a minor league baseball player again.
No, stop treating him like a Make-A-Wish kid. Just because he want to do something don't mean he should be able to do it. Wait, what he gonna say next? You know what? I want to go play in the G League. I want to go hoop.
What's wrong with playing in the G League?
I'm just saying, because he's not getting to the NBA. He's going to have to start in the G League. He might have to start over in, like, China. Not even China. Like, he might have to go to, like, Kazakhstan and then work his way up.
He'd have to play for the Shanghai Sharks.
Nah, I think he's not good enough to play for the Shanghai Sharks. I ain't even going to disrespect him. He's going to have to go play for the same team LaMelo Ball played for. Like, stop. Stop giving this guy an opportunity.
LiAngelo Ball?
No, Melo. Remember Melo went overseas?
Oh, man.
To play pro?
Oh, man. Now I remember who you're talking about.
Yeah, like Tim, you go play with him.
Yeah, what if Tim Tebow really got a mean, post game?
Dog. We need to stop this.
Have you been watching Hard Knocks?
We need to stop this Tim Tebow stuff. It needs to end today.
Have you been watching Hard Knocks?
I refuse to watch Hard Knocks with the Dallas Cowboys.
Come on, man.
I will not watch this hype train.
You act like the Eagles are going to be that much better. Y'all are going to be fighting for the stinkiest of the stinkers. You might as well watch it.
This division is not going to be as bad as you guys make it sound.
Okay.
It will not.
Expound on that.
Each team has gotten better this offseason.
Okay.
You don't believe me. Like, you think I'm a fool.
Yeah. Yes. How did you know? How did you know?
Like, outside of the AFC West, what division is competitive top to bottom? I mean, the NFC West, my bad. Outside of the NFC West, what division is competitive top to bottom?
Some could say the NFC North.
Who? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
The AFC West?
No, I said the NFC. I meant the NFC West because the
Seahawks.
The
AFC West.
No, we just sat here and said the Broncos are going to suck.
Okay. The NFC North.
No.
The AFC North.
Top to bottom. AFC North? Who's AFC North? The Bills, the Patriots, the Dolphins.
No. The Ravens.
Oh, the Browns, Ravens. I don't think the Steelers are going to be good. And who was the fourth team?
The Bengals.
I couldn't even remember. Come on, dog. Come on, man. Like, they're not going to be bad, but like all four teams are not going to be vying for.
Are you saying the NFC East is competitive from top to bottom?
No, but I need you to stop acting like every other division is competitive from top to bottom.
At least they have two to three contenders potentially.
The NFC East has two to three good teams. Two to three good teams.
No. Y'all got
one football team.
Y'all got one good team.
All right, man. Y'all keep sleeping on NFC East.
Okay.
Keep on.
Okay. I will continue to be snuggly snug the fuck up in my bed on that division.
Cal, you and D can go do your own show together. The NFC East is probably the most competitive because they all suck. Cal, no respect. Ain't nobody asked you, dog.
Look, man, Kyle was asked because I was asking. Kyle is researched on this show, so chill out. Okay, but this is my theory. I know we were talking about it earlier.
Yes, please.
And then we're gonna wrap this thing up. So, people, I was thinking about a truth. That's really a truth when you think about it. Sharks don't know that camels exist, and camels don't know that sharks exist. I'm not wrong, though.
How high were you?
Why I gotta be high?
When this started,
gotta be high?
Where did this start?
I gotta be high. You think a brother just can't come to this conclusion sober-minded?
No, this is definitely a high conversation. That sharks don't know that camels exist and camels don't know that
but am I wrong? That's not even a high. That's me coming to some factual conclusions.
I mean, you're not wrong. How did you get here, though? Like, what happened?
Okay. I was watching the Planet Earth documentary on Netflix. And they were talking about things in the water. They were exploring stuff in the water. And I'm sitting here and they were talking about a whale. And then I got to thinking about sharks. I'm sitting there thinking about this shark that's kind of swimming. And I'm like, yo, sharks don't know what the fuck land animals even look like. What the hell would a shark do if he saw a camel? And then I thought about it. Yo, a damn shark wouldn't even recognize a camel. So I had to come out here and I just put it in our docket to say, people, sharks don't know that camels exist, and camels don't know that sharks exist. So we don't know what the hell tomorrow is going to bring. And I just wanted to speak on that.
So I want to dig just like a little bit deeper. I need some context.
Yo, why do you think that's a high guy statement? Why can't that be a scientific?
No, it is like it's like an epiphany. Because I've never thought about, a shark does not know what a camel is. I've never thought that before. It's just a moment of clarity, and I need to know how you came about that. Was it like?
I just told you I was watching the Planet Earth documentary on Netflix.
I need to watch this Planet Earth documentary. I wonder what other animals don't know.
Attenborough or whoever who's narrating it, man, he makes some things sound interesting. I'll be in there like, yo, okay. And that's my other thing. When I'm watching these documentaries, I'm watching these animals, and I'm like, yo, Is this what they do all day?
Yes.
Is this what animals do? Y'all just be moving and eating and sleeping? Y'all ain't got no booty club to hit? No strip clubs? Damn.
Can you imagine the baboon strip club? Just pink ass everywhere.
Yo, what about the elephant strip club? Them old, you already know what time it is. Hey,
is there a weight limit on the pole at the elephant strip club?
Man, what are you talking about? They got reinforced steel out that way. We heard of bamboo.
Oh, Jesus.
Elephant's tusk.
Thank you, Kyle.
It was a good doc. I would highly suggest if you're just interested in watching animals, watch it, man.
Like, as a guy who grew up in the middle of nowhere and I had to drive by like a dairy farm or like cows, yeah, like they just stand there all day and eat and poop. That's it.
And that's all they do.
That's their existence.
Then I'll be looking at my pet and I'm like, yo, all you do is walk around and you sleep and then you use the bathroom.
That's it. And wait for you to come home.
Yeah. So it's like, yo, we really on a floating rock paying somebody when we could live like how the animals live and just be present in the moment.
Now, at the same time, murder is acceptable in the animal kingdom. Like if a shark did run up on a camel in some circumstance, like
what am I gonna do with that information?
I'm just saying, I wouldn't want to live like.
I'm done.
You know,
what's the people? This show was brought to you by going for two. This is brought to you by Going for Two. Go there for all your fantasy needs. I'm Los D-Mix. You know what happens when you see this Nas fade, man. Follow me on social at Los D-Mix. LOSDEEMIX.
Hey, you know what? You guys tweet us your random animal epiphanies throughout the week because I'm very intrigued to see where this goes.
Camels don't know that sharks exist and vice versa.
That's the bar. You guys go from there. Please tweet us your animal epiphanies that you go through. Let us know.
We don't set the bar. We are the bar.
If any of you guys top that, you'll get, I don't know what it is, but you will get something.
Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness.
Cal, appreciate you coming through.
Oh man.
Follow me on Twitter, MadAds14. D, let's say goodbye to the people.
People, thanks for being around. Thanks for 27 episodes. We almost at some months. Some months.
Yo, we out. Peace.